Tonight I'm reviewing America's Velvet Glory by the Molochs.
It's for you to stay and make me feel alright.
The Molochs are a garage pop outfit from Los Angeles, spearheaded by guitarist, vocalist and main songwriter Lucas Fitzsimmons. How much you like them will depend on how much you like the pop nous of 60s Rolling Stones, the wasted elegance of the Velvet Underground, the scuzz of 70s Lower East Side New York, and the jangly pop hooks of everyone from Buddy Holly to the Dandy Warhols. The Molochs are an amalgam of all these sounds and more. America's Velvet Glory is their second album, and while it suffers at points from being overly derivative, the songs are ultimately good enough to carry it through. Fitzsimmons' nasally twang and the garage production are the common factors throughout, as the album veers between the overt pop of No More Crying, the acoustic swagger of New York, the druggy, psychedelic haze of I Don't Love You, and the slacker drone of Charlie's Lips. It is knowingly cool, so much so that you might need a coat and beanie while listening. But when it's good, and it frequently is, America's Velvet Glory is worth cozying up to. Lindsay, your thoughts?
Nah, it sucked. No, it didn't suck. It was just, I kind of get quite cringy with that really sort of self-aware, not self-important, but self-aware kind of, I'm just going to talk sing for the entire album and it's going to be a bunch of rubbish. And I get what they're doing, but if it kind of makes Mac DeMarco seem positively ebullient, and it's just that whole. And then I saw them play live, like in a video, and there's like 6 people on stage, or 5 or 6 people. Like, you really need that many people to make something sound so small and lo-fi.
It's like people who pay thousands of dollars to look like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, this is the distressed genes in musical form. I'm sure people will love it, but it just seemed like. When I first heard it, I go, okay, this is a guy, obviously, he's probably done it all himself, but then you see him live, and it's this one guy kind of singing into a mic with the other guys.
I think it is Lucas Fitzsimmons who's pretty much done it himself. The promo photo has 2 of them, and then there does seem to be a band, which I think is about a 5-piece, but it's pretty much his project. It's really hard to defend it against what you were saying, because it does feel sometimes like it is overly cool and overly thought out. But I just keep coming back to the fact that there are some really good songs on here. Okay. Some really great kind of jangly pop. Some of it leaves me a bit cold when it gets a little bit drony, but I really enjoyed those songs.
I definitely enjoyed it. But when I was listening to it, I enjoyed it in a sense that I'd go, oh, this track really reminds me of the Kinks. But then I'd go listen to the Kinks, totally. And that was, 100 million times better.
But Ray Davies sings like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
This guy just kind of wanders near the microphone and says some stuff and then goes and has a cup of tea.
I know, you're having issues with his
It's
singing.
fine,
I'm picking up on that. But I think from a song point of view, they've written some pretty good songs here. And I'll definitely listen to this album again. Yeah. But at the same time, I think when you're looking for a band or an artist to do that sort of slightly derivative music from, like, say, the 60s or whatever, now I still want them to bring something slightly new to it, and I just don't feel like they did that.
I like the genre. It's a genre in its original form that I always play, garage rock and 60s psychedelia and a bit of that early 70s pre-punk stuff, and it works well within that. I just struggle to find the special bit in it. They're good songs, but I feel like I could put this on again tomorrow and be surprised that there's a song I remembered, because when it stopped, I think, yeah, it was good, but nothing leaps out as taking the genre or the mix of genres a little bit further. It's Black Rebel Motorcycle Club did the heavier, scuzzier bit, taking My Bloody Valentine. At least that took it somewhere different. Primal Scream did something similar and took it to more of a dance thing. This one, it seems that they've got the elements. That's it.
I'm not sure that they're trying to reinvent the wheel. I just think they're doing what they're doing quite well. You struggled to like it? I give it 3.5 stars.
I'm spinning and losing time. I'm making a mess.